pipeline project progress and tariff revisions for key pipelines as well. Jay, any view that you have on a GAIL specifically, but overall, if we could just talk about the entire energy sort of the energy index, because many of these oil and gas names, and ONGC, for example, was running up yesterday. Where does your preference lie? How are you looking at this space?
No, for GAIL we don't have a specific coverage. I'm sorry for that, but we feel that ONGC has a likelihood of trading above 180 in a month's time. So we are bullish on ONGC, but on GAIL we don't have a coverage.
All right, fair enough. So bullish on an ONGC then. Where would you come in on a Reliance? We didn't see much participation in trade today, but fresh life highs is where we're trading is still as far as an RIL goes. Would you be advising retail investors at least to still buy into the stock at these levels? Especially I'm asking you because, we're approaching that 15th August deadline or the start of the registration for their gigafiber.
Right. No, see, what is working for Reliance is that, the way they are moving on their new business models and the aggression which they have shown, and if you see for Jio, for example, in such a short span of time the company has turned to be profitable. So it's Reliance, and we don't know, right, what the Jio fiber business, how that's going to do, but the way the momentum is continuing, I feel that anybody who's holding Reliance should not sell it. But at this point, it looks bit difficult to suggest to somebody to enter at this levels. But if somebody is holding Reliance, I think they should continue to do that.
All right. So if you're holding Reliance, you can continue to expect more upside from here. Finally, then, before we let you go, if we talk about the market at these record high levels, are you still seeing value in certain stocks? I know mid-caps and small caps are only starting to see a recovery after being beaten down quite significantly. Are you looking in that space, or is your preference still with frontline names?
No, I think, a few of the quality mid-caps we are looking at, because after what has happened, the carnage which we have seen in the last couple of months, there are value buying which is emerging. So we are bullish on few mid-cap names, and we are buying those. We have started picking those stocks. And frontline, we are still sticking to consumption and private banking space. So we feel that these two are likely to do well. For metals, we don't have a long-term view because the whole sector is very cyclical and it's very sensitive to what's happening between US and China and the currency fluctuations. So we have short-term bullish view on metals, and with a medium-term outlook, we are buying consumption and private banks.
All right. Any specific names that you would be able to share with us?
On the mid-cap side, I think CG Power at this level looks good. So we expect that the company with a kind of turnaround, with a kind of loss-making units which they are selling, the stock can trade at least 30-40% upside from these levels. On a small cap, on the liquor sector, we feel Associated Alcohol is one company which has increased their they have installed capacity, they have started doing well, their margins are intact, it's almost a debt-free company. Right. So we expect the liquor space to do well, and this stock also to give a good run up. On the frontline side, as I said, on the consumption space, we are bullish on Marico. We expect it to trade very soon at around 400 levels, given the kind of consistent margins they have. Dabur looks good again on the consumption space. On the private banking side, we are bullish on Kotak Mahindra Bank. I think it's trying to consolidate around 1280 levels, but I think it should give a good run up. We expect it to touch 1400 in very short time.